Yo, what's Gucci, my cubbies? It's your favorite feline back in the building with another episode of Champion League Showdown, where we don't just talk football, we live this beautiful game. Today we're cooking up something special, something massive, something that's got the whole football world buzzing. It's FC Barcelona throwing down against Borussia Dortmund at Montjuic. And let me tell you right now, this is gonna be fire. Listen up, I'm not just hyped, I'm beyond hyped for this Wednesday showdown. Two European giants with championship DNA about to clash in what could be the most explosive quarterfinal tie we've seen in years. If you ain't excited about this match, check your pulse, because you might be dead inside. Let's get into this, fam. Barcelona under Hansi Flick ain't playing around no more. My man has these Catalans cooking, winning 4 of their last 5 and looking like the Barcelona of old. That attack? Lethal. We're talking 3.2 goals per game. That ain't just scoring, that's domination. And Lewandowski? Sheesh, this man is aging like fine wine. Polish pistol still firing bullets in the box. When he links up with that wonder kid Lamine Yamal and Rafinha doing his Brazilian magic, good luck stopping that trio. I'm telling you right now, these defenders about to need therapy after chasing shadows for 90 minutes. Now Dortmund, the black and yellow might be inconsistent in the Bundesliga, but when that Champions League anthem hits, different beast altogether. These Germans know how to show up on the big stage. Last year's finalists ain't here by accident, but, and this is a major, but both squads got problems heading into this clash. Dortmund just got hit with news that would make any fan sick. Nico Schlotterbeck, done. Meniscus tear, season over. That's not just any defender. That's a cornerstone of their backline. Their sporting director was straight up in his feelings saying, this hits us deep. And I get it. And the hits keep coming for BVB Seoul. Questionable. Sabitzer on the training table. Pascal Gross suspended. Ben Sebaini, hip issues. The German side looking like a MASH unit right now. Barcelona ain't exactly coming in pristine condition either. Inigo Martinez is a doubt, and Dani Olmo is confirmed out. But let's be real, Barcelona's bench is stupid deep when you can still roll out Lewandowski, Lamine, and Rafinha up front with Pedri and De Jong pulling strings in midfield. Come on now, that's still championship level talent. Let's break this matchup down to its core. We're talking pure stylistic warfare. Barcelona with that 60% possession, that tiki-taka DNA still flowing, creating chances like it's going out of style. 13 shots per game ain't just offensive, it's oppressive. Meanwhile, Dortmund is built to counter. They'll let you have the ball, let you think you're in control, and then boom, Adeyemi hits the afterburners. And now with Guirassy back healthy, that counterattack just got even more vicious. This ain't just a football match. This is chess with cleats on. Tactical warfare at its finest. Let me hit you with some knowledge real quick. Barcelona had dropped 7 straight against German clubs before finally exercising those demons against Bayern. At home, even worse. Lost their last 3 against Bundesliga squads at Camp Nou. That's trauma. The Catalan Giants are sitting on 15 wins and 8 losses all time in Champions League quarterfinals, but they've been bounced in 6 of their last 8. That's not just a pattern, that's a problem. Dortmund, though, they've been balling on the road in Europe lately. 15 wins in their last 32 away matches, including statement wins at Sporting and Lille this campaign. The Germans know how to handle hostile territory. So what's about to go down in Spain? Let me put my prophet hat on. Barcelona's home cooking and ridiculous firepower is going to be too much for this banged up Dortmund squad. I'm calling it right now, we shall have at 2 goals. Lewandowski ain't just scoring against his old Bundesliga rivals, he's dropping a brace. Man's gonna be ruthless. And Rafinha, that Brazilian wizard, keeps his Champions League goal streak alive, but that Dortmund away goal? Crucial. When these teams run it back at Signal Iduna Park, that yellow wall gonna be a factor. Don't think this tie is over after leg 1. Champions League knockouts are more unpredictable than crypto prices. And you can take that to the bank. Listen up, if you ain't got plans for Wednesday, cancel them. This Barcelona-Dortmund clash ain't just appointment viewing. It's mandatory for any real football fan. Olympic Stadium in Montjuic, about to witness something special. If this preview got you hyped, you already know what to do. Smash that subscribe button like it owes you money. Destroy that notification bell. Drop your score predictions in the comments, and let's get this debate poppin'. This has been the European Showdown podcast with your host who lives, breathes, and bleeds food. Alrighty, Cubbies, if you thought Barcelona Dortmund preview got you hyped, just wait till you hear what we've got cooking today. We're talking PSG. We're talking Aston Villa. We're talking quarterfinals of the Champions League. This matchup is so fresh they've never even played each other before. Let's get it. Listen up. This Wednesday at the Parc des Princes, we've got a classic David versus Goliath story with a twist. The French Giants, who've been chasing that Champions League trophy like it's got wheels on it against an Aston Villa side that hasn't been at this stage in 42 years. That's not a typo, fam. The last time Villa was in a European Cup quarterfinal, most of y'all weren't even born. Let's break down these squads. PSG just wrapped up another League One title this weekend like it was nothing. 6 games to spare. But we all know that ain't what they're after. Qatar didn't pour all that money into this club for French titles. They want that Champions League glory, and this might be their best shot yet. Their journey this season has been wild. Started shaky in the group stage, finishing 15th. Had to go through those knockout playoffs. But then, they demolished Brest 10-0 on aggregate. 10-0. That's not a football score, that's a boxing knockout. But their real statement? Knocking out Liverpool in the last 16, going to Anfield and stealing that win. Taking it to penalties and watching Donnarumma turn into a brick wall. That's championship mentality, but, don't you dare sleep on Aston Villa. Unai Emery has these boys cooking, finished 8th in the group stage with 5 wins, beat the mighty Bayern Munich at Villa Park, then crushed Club Brugge 6, won on aggregate in the last 16. Villa ain't just happy to be here. They're on a 7-game winning streak across all competitions. Just knocked off 3rd place Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Got an FA Cup semi-final coming up. These boys are hungry. Now let's talk storylines, because this matchup is dripping with them. First off, we've got Unai Emery returning to face his old club. The man coached PSG from 2016 to 2018, won the league, won 4 domestic cups, but we all know how that ended. And the biggest subplot, Emery versus Luis Enrique, is a grudge match. These two have history that's legendary. Remember 2017? Enrique's Barcelona coming back from 4 goals down to beat Emery's PSG 6-1 in that second leg? One of the greatest comebacks in football history. You think Emery forgot about that? No chance. Let's get into the team news, because there's some juicy stuff here. PSG will be without their captain Marquinhos due to suspension. Yellow card accumulation got him. Plus, Lee Kang-in picked up an injury on international duty and looks set to miss out. But the real T? Marco Asensio, PSG loanee, now playing for Villa. And he's been balling since leaving Paris in January. 8 goals in 11 appearances. 3 Champions League goals already for Villa. And guess what? UEFA don't care about loan restrictions. He's eligible to face his parent club. The drama. Villa only missing Ross Barkley through injury, so they're coming in strong. The matchup breakdown is fascinating. PSG has the youngest average starting 11 still left in the competition. They roll out with superstar talent like Dembele, who's been unconscious in Europe this season. 7 goals in his last 6 Champions League games. Then you add Barcola and Kvaratskhelia to that attack. Lethal. Villa counters with their own firepower. Ollie Watkins has been cooking defenders all season. Marcus Rashford finding his form. Daniel Malen and Morgan Rogers both scored on the weekend. And of course, that Asensio revenge factor. Here's a crazy stat for you. Villa has never won a European game in France. Lost to Lille in the Conference League last season. Lost to Monaco earlier this season. But if there's one thing we know about Unai Emery, it's that he's the knockout competition specialist. 10 trophies as a manager. The man knows how to navigate these 2-legged ties. PSG haven't lost at home in the league all season. 23 wins, 5 draws, 0 losses. They're on pace for an invincible domestic campaign. But Champions League is a different beast. This is going to be closer than people think. PSG's flair against Villa's organization is going to be a tactical battle. I'm seeing PSG edging the first leg at the Parc des Princes. But remember, this is just halftime in the tie. When these teams run it back at Villa Park with that electric atmosphere, all bets are off. Villa absolutely has what it takes to turn this around on home soil. That's my breakdown of this historic first ever meeting between PSG and Aston Villa. Champions League quarterfinals, baby, Wednesday night. Do not miss this. If you're feeling this preview, smash that subscribe button, demolish that notification bell, drop those predictions in the comments. Let me know if you think Villa can pull off the upset or if PSG is